Every time you browse the web, send an email, or run an app, you're benefiting from technologies created decades ago by a company most people today have never heard of. That company was Sun Microsystems. In the 1980s and 90s, Sun Microsystems wasn't just another tech company. It was a pioneer that helped invent the modern internet, created the Java programming language, and powered some of the world's most important computers. For a while, it seemed unstoppable. But by the late 2000s, Sun had vanished from the tech world entirely. So how did a company that helped power the internet go from global dominance to a fading memory? This is the rise and fall of Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems was founded in 1982 by a group of visionary engineers: Vinod Khosla, Andy Bechtolsheim, Bill Joy, Scott McNealy. They shared a bold idea: computers could be networked together, sharing data and resources seamlessly. At the time, computers were mostly isolated machines, expensive and powerful, but limited in their ability to communicate. Sun introduced a new concept: the network is the computer. This idea would become central to the internet revolution. Sun quickly made a name for itself with high-performance workstations, desktop computers far more powerful than anything else available at the time. Universities, research labs, and companies that needed serious computing power adopted Sun machines. But Sun didn't stop at hardware. The company also created key software innovations: the Unix-based Solaris operating system, designed for stability and networking; the Network File System, NFS, which allowed computers to share files over a network; Java, a programming language introduced in the mid-1990s, designed to run on any device and platform, a revolution for software development. By the 1990s, Sun Microsystems wasn't just selling computers. It was shaping the future of computing and the internet itself. Sun's influence skyrocketed in the 1990s during the internet boom. Companies relied on Sun servers to power web applications, e-commerce sites, and financial systems. Java became the backbone of web development, used in millions of devices and applications worldwide. Sun also pioneered thin client computing, enabling networks of computers to rely on central servers rather than individual powerful machines. In short, Sun Microsystems was everywhere. Some called it a company that could do no wrong, but as the new millennium approached, cracks began to appear. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, the computing landscape was changing rapidly. Commodity servers became more powerful and affordable. Companies like Dell and HP offered cheaper alternatives. Microsoft dominated the software market with Windows NT, reducing the demand for Sun's Unix-based systems. The dot-com boom was volatile, and Sun was heavily exposed to tech market swings. Even though Sun created Java, competitors were slowly catching up with more cost-effective solutions. The company's high-margin hardware business began to shrink. Sun was innovative, but innovation alone wasn't enough to protect it from a rapidly changing market. The dot-com bubble of 2000 to 2001 was brutal for companies like Sun. Many of Sun's clients, web startups, collapsed overnight. Sales plummeted. The company had to lay off thousands of employees. Sun's stock, once soaring, crashed. Even though Sun had contributed so much to the rise of the internet, it found itself struggling to stay profitable in the very world it helped create. Sun attempted several strategies to survive, refocusing on enterprise solutions, expanding services and software offerings, emphasizing open-source software, including its work on Java and Solaris. However, the company never regained its former dominance. By 2010, Sun Microsystems had been acquired by Oracle Corporation for about $7.4 billion. Sun, as an independent company, was gone. Its technologies lived on, but the brand that once seemed unstoppable had vanished. Although Sun Microsystems disappeared, its legacy is enormous. Java remains one of the most popular programming languages in the world. Network File System, NFS, and server technologies continue to influence modern computing. Sun's vision of networked computing laid the groundwork for cloud computing and today's internet infrastructure. Many of Sun's innovations shape the technology we take for granted today, even if the company itself is no longer a household name. Sun Microsystems' story is a reminder of how fast the tech world moves. A company that helped invent the internet, define networking, and power millions of computers could rise to incredible heights and still struggle to survive in a changing market. Innovation can create empires, but it doesn't guarantee they will last. Sun Microsystems may have disappeared as a company, but its impact is still felt every time we browse the web, run an app, or write code. In the end, Sun didn't just rise and fall, it shaped the future, leaving a legacy that outlived the company itself.